We are live. Why does it say super chat to drink?
What?
The yellow cars.
Oh, huh.
I'm not drinking. Hi guys, we're here to tell you to talk about Prodigy Season 2 finally coming.
Stuart, you're back! Oh my god, where have you been? Ah! Ah! I'm down here again. I've been up there for a bit. You said detention?
I said in another dimension.
Oh, detention makes more sense.
Ula Enos, member for 8 months, says time for blood wine in Canada, hot dogs with cookies, Canada beer.
Don't know if any of that will be in the show, but hey. Maybe.
An Aussie super chats with $5. Will we get first 10 episodes or 20 episodes of all seasons 2 on Netflix? All 20 are dropping on beginning of July. I don't remember the exact day now.
First.
July 1st. There you go.
Yep.
It'll be a party.
First.
Yeah, all 20 are dropping right away. Which raises an interesting question. How are we going to review them? And that's where you guys can help us out.
One of our big debates in this chat discussion.
Yeah.
I'll start posting so people can get in the chat and hopefully express love for a show that I've certainly thought hard to get back.
Yeah.
Yes. See you in a minute.
Yes. So 20 of you here, 14 people or 14 likes. I mean, that's really great. Let's try to get those likes up to 20 if we can. Hit that like button. And we are going to be talking about season 2, what we know so far, what we can expect, what we'd like to see, all the things. We're going to theorize. We want you guys to be a part of it. So please super chat in with your thoughts, comments, questions, speculations, whatever. Super chat in. It helps the channel and supports us. And we really appreciate that from you guys, which is awesome. But hitting that like button is the easiest, fastest, cheapest way to help us out. Just hit the like button. Also, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and click notification bell icon to all so you don't miss any of our content, either live or edited. And by all means, pass on the Trekyards word to other people who might like the show. We that. There's also the option to join the channel. There's a join button down there on YouTube. You can click that and see what the different ranks and tiers are and the perks and privileges that apply therein. Please do that, or head on over to Patreon/Trekyards. It's another way to support us on a monthly basis. It all helps, and it all means a lot to us. So if you can help us out in any of those ways, please do so. We, as I said, would really appreciate that. So yes, also make sure you check out the links down below. There are links to the Teespring and the TeePublic store. Over the course of the Wonderfest weekend, a lot of people were asking me about my Trekyard shirts, and I mentioned that there are links down below to the Teespring and the TeePublic. So check those out. Put some stuff in your cart. I know TeePublic has sales on a fairly regular basis, up to 40% off most times. So if there's no sale, or if you don't have if it's too expensive for you, whatever the case is, by all means, just put a, do the thing. I don't even know where I was going with that. Oh yes, put it in your cart. That's it. Put the shirts in your cart and wait for a sale. Once you get a sale announcement from TeePublic, you can purchase them at the sale price, which it doesn't help us immensely doing that through TeePublic or Teespring, but that's okay. But we want to see the Trekyard shirts on you guys. So anyhow, that is the spiel, as you guys know.
Spiel, you say?
Donnie says in Canada, Prodigy will air on streaming on CTV Sci-Fi channel and CTV website and app, and also Crave. It'll also be on Crave.
Okay, so all the things, all the standard things. So nothing's different for you guys then?
No.
Okay, well, I'm good. Good for Netflix for getting it out to those fine people. All right, let's do the important poll.
Yes. Ray Ricks throws in £5. Really looking forward to this. Season 1 was great. Bummed as both this and Lower Decks are the things I have enjoyed most in Kurtzman era, and both are ending. Yes, so savor them. Enjoy them. Watch them repeatedly so that Netflix will commission a season 3, because they have that within their power to do so. So yeah, it's really important that if you guys want it to be successful, to watch all of them within the first like 28 days of it being released. So do that and to bump up those numbers for Prodigy. Because if Netflix sees it's profitable and it's getting good numbers, they might commission more, and we would love that. So please do those things. But yes. Anywho, yeah. But yes, we've been waiting for this for a while. They said the first part of 2024. I don't consider July the first part. That's like middle of the year, but that's okay. At least we know a date now, and it'll be great. We will have some options for you guys to vote on, I think, at some point, as to how you. There it is, right there. Do you want us to, in terms of reviewing Prodigy content, review episodes, content weekly, review episodes or content 2 to 3 per live, review episodes in 10 episode batch, 2 reviews, or review it all in one bulk.
Which means most things we left out. Like, we wouldn't do episodes on most things. We just do, like, this is the best 5 ships. That's all you're going to get.
Yeah. So go vote. It's important. We need to know your opinion.
Oh, Bandit. I mean, yes, but Prodigy can have any legacy pullback. It's you know... I want to have more Rob Picardo as EMH. I assume he's good.
And I know the Scottish Nightmare had said he was surprised we're not doing the Discovery finale. That live review will be on Monday next week. There's a lot of stuff going on this week still.
Birthday!
Back. He has a birthday on Friday, so happy birthday to Sam.
Thank you.
But yeah, as a result, you'll see an edited review tomorrow on the episode.
Yes.
And I will be doing a first reaction review tonight on Trekyards here. So check those out. And yeah, then the full breakdown will be on Monday. It'll be a little bit longer episode. Yeah.
Movie length breakdown of movie length episode.
Yeah.
Although, since we can do movie length of a 22-minute episode as well, it's like, haha, we're actually skipping lots in theory by doing, low decks 2 hours and also Discovery 3 hours, say. Yeah. So, Stuart, let's start at the beginning, though. Where were you when you saw the news? And how did you feel? First of it getting announced July 1st, because there's 2 bits of news, so they were different.
Yeah, I was at Wonderfest, and I heard it was coming out July 1st. I was like, yes, thank God, finally. So just as Discovery's ending, that's kind of a good time to drop it, actually. And
thanks, Ollie.
I was excited. And then I was like, how are they going to release it? And then,
the us question.
Yeah, literally like a few hours later or whatever.
2 days.
Was it 2 days later?
Yeah.
Seemed like a couple hours.
It got confirmed yesterday and 2 days before it got announced.
Yeah, okay. That they're dropping all 20 episodes on the same day, which kind of made me go, ugh. But at the same time, I get why they're doing that, and yeah, we will act accordingly. We'll figure it out how we're going to do it, but it's something that we wanted to chat with you guys, because you guys are going to be tuning in for it, hopefully. Tune in for it. Prodigy gets, even our reviews get kind of low numbers compared to everything else, because I think it's animated, but we would appreciate you guys turning in.
Yeah, because we kind of made a loss on Discovery.
Yeah.
So, but we did it for you guys, for those regulars that want to see this sort of stuff. Did it for you guys. That is the main thing. Mm-hmm. But so is buying food, as you can imagine. Yeah. So yes, I done a lot in the last few days, because I did Discovery content. I was. It's funny. I did all my normal Discovery on Friday Thursday, except seeing you. So I did all the prep. I did watching it, all the same, and then stopped. And then just did this other stuff afterwards. Yeah, I was excited, but of course, I've got something else that needs to be done for the same time. So that's quite, very much a ticking clock has now started, which is so. I'll be honest, instant heart palpitations and dread at the same time as excitement. I'll be honest, because I heard a rumor from several people that it'd be out in Christmas time. The rumor was that Lower Decks would end gracefully in September, October. Prodigy would take over and be a Christmas release. That's a Christmassy show, and it would be in batches, and it'd be. So I was like, okay, cool. That might let me do a thing, but no. So July. So expect something else cool in July, and then after as well. Well, of course, obviously the gut reaction was I'm excited because we'll get to do a good Trek weekly. That'll be nice. Even if we do less content on it, that'll be nice. It'll be a pleasant thing. I've done something with season 2 already, slightly, so I know something. I have a semblance of an idea. Yay.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Stuart, where were you when you heard the 20... I know I sent you a message. Was I the person that told you? Because I sometimes am.
I think so. I don't remember.
I sent you a quote from Netflix.
Yeah, I think it might have been you.
Yeah, I got there again. What did you think when I said... I remember the emoji. All we said was that little face doing this emoji.
The face palm, yeah.
What did you think?
Well, I already answered that in the first part of my question.
Oh, well, you did, but...
I was very, shit. Because that really makes it difficult for us to theorize and have fun kind of viewing the episode and guessing what's coming next kind of deal, so...
Yeah, it changes the show from a Star Trek show and a water cooler show to a dump it, watch it, move on show. Now, of course, that said, the show failed to be a water cooler show, and we saw that firsthand. But that's because they released 4 episodes, 3-month break, 5 episodes, 6-month break, 10. That's why, right?
It was a shitty release schedule for the first season.
And also, doubly weird. It's like, oh, we're going to release in the first 5 episodes. Oh, BTW, the first one is actually 2, so we're going to release 4 weeks. It's like, four weeks. Oh.
Yeah.
Stupid. Leaving room for other stuff that came in.
Bandit asks, what class of vessel is the Voyager A? We do have that answer.
Lamar.
It's Lamar class?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lamar
After an
class.
astronaut, I believe, or a scientist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Yeah, should be interesting.
Yeah. There's a few good shots of it. There's a few good shots.
I can't wait to see what it can do.
I don't know about that. I haven't seen that, but yeah, I have thoughts already, Stuart.
Yeah.
The MSD is great though.
Cool.
That's very pretty.
40 people here and 27 likes. Get those likes up, guys. Let's get to 40 likes and go vote on the poll. We have 24 votes right now. There's 40 of you here. We need more votes.
That's an order. But it's odd to be on both sides of this equation because we got to see it, feel it, sense it when it came out, and there was a lack of interest, clearly. So, why would they re-release? Does Netflix do any weekly shows? Have you ever watched something weekly on Netflix? It's always been either all in one or in 2, maybe 3 batches.
No, some shows that do weekly.
Okay.
I can't think of any else.
Was Stranger Things weekly?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they do, but don't quote me on that.
Because for the most part, it's definitely an all-in-one batch show, network. But obviously, they didn't make new stuff for a very long time, so it was just why you're not going to ever release anything on a week by week ever because you didn't make anything new. It was a change when they made stuff original. But the fact is, and this is what my dad said, who I talked about this, mum and dad in fact, they know what they're doing. They've done it for a decade and they're still one of the industry leaders. Mostly because they have legacy factor at this point, but they're still industry leader. How many people have a Netflix as a default, right? Marie certainly does. So if they think it'll get more views this way, there's probably a reason for that, right?
Yeah.
They're not going to put it on there how often do you buy a Star Trek show? Never. Although let's say they bought Discovery. Because, Discovery was weekly, so they did do weekly, and it was Discovery. Oh.
Yeah.
But that was also in Paramount Plus? Yeah, yeah. So I guess they had to do in parallel with the TV show to make it make sense. But they also have an idea that, okay, it needs to be weekly to give it best shot.
But there is lots of things to be excited about for Prodigy Season 2. New Voyager A. The Doctor's back. Robert Picardo is voicing the Doctor.
And he's not a cameo. He's reported as a full main character.
Yep.
First time in 2 decades.
A lot more of the real Janeway.
Yeah.
And Possibly we'll see Chakotay and find out what happened.
But I hope so.
Protostar. So yeah, there's a lot to look forward to, a lot to be excited about.
Lots of
We're
canon.
excited. You should be excited too.
I mean, we like all the cast, and unlike Discovery, we like all the cast.
And we know all the cast.
And we know all the cast. I could summarize them all quite well if I was needed to. That's nice. Development, etc.
Gorgonzola said they still haven't watched Prodigy. Will it be sent back to manual bury on scrubbing for that? Yes, you will be. You're really missing out. You're just doing yourself a disservice at this point.
Why would you not? And especially when all the hype of it being cancelled, why wouldn't you want to? Why wouldn't that be an instant reaction to go and, everyone's different, but that seems odd to me.
Yeah, go watch it.
We are slightly biased, of course, but it was such a shock surprise show.
Yeah, we did not know what to expect with it, and we're pleasantly surprised by the quality of it and the storytelling. It was very well done. So
now it's not to say season 2 is going to be as good, because season 1's a very unique thing, but it's the only Trek show that had a full arc designed at the start. Man, I'm sure, had a character arc in mind, but that would tweak as you get more into it. So it should have an actual 40 episode arc in mind. So it should have a certain real structure that we just don't have. Like, wow, we did it. We achieved the thing we set out to do as the show. It should have that, right? Hopefully, or not.
Yeah. And we know Aaron Wolke's a good writer. He was more in charge in season 2.
Yes.
And his episodes are the best episodes of season 1, such as the Kobayashi Maru, All the World's a Stage.
Yep.
He knows and loves Trek, and he gives the fans what fans would want.
But in a good writing sense. It's really clever. It's that what Mike Moran doesn't quite do, because he's too involved in making it silly, It's like he brought back Tom Paris, but he's yelling Kazon and bashing somebody. Like, it's great, but then not. Whereas Prodigy was that interesting balance of it is silly, but it actually, it's actually more serious, even though it's for kids, than the other show animated. It's crazy that way, isn't it? When you think about it.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I'm just super excited to finally be seeing it. I was so happy when I heard that Netflix picked it up, and then that kind of dwindled because it's like, it'll be released the first part of 2024. Meaning you would think the first quarter of the year, so the first 4 months. But
but Discovery, they obviously insisted they wait, because that's a month after Discovery ends. So that's I mean, we waited and it's our turn now, which makes sense. I mean, we'd said it seemed laughable to do 2 at the same time. Although obviously it wouldn't have been. It would have been Discovery Weekly, and boom, here's Prodigy. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Although I don't know what would have got more news, Discovery or Prodigy, given Discovery's not exactly been gripping audiences.
I know. But Discovery's controversial, and controversy breeds success, I guess, in their eyes.
It didn't for the viewership. You guys weren't that. I mean, you guys were the watchers, but the general audience wasn't so much. Like, I was shocked how little relative interest I had to my first reaction. Well, the view count was really good. Got 2,500 views for my first reaction, because it's the last episode, which was really good, and loads of native comments. So that's fun. Not on me, on the show.
Sergeant Montgomery says, is Prodigy available in Canada via Netflix? I read it wasn't. Not via Netflix, but via Crave and via CTV Sci-Fi. Many different ways to watch it here in Canada. So
yeah, it's all about. Or French, if you want to watch it in French right now.
No one wants to do that. Ray Ricks, £5. Will they do reshoots and re-renders of the last 15 minutes of the season to involve slow motion scenes of people hugging and crying? Maybe not.
Well, you never know. No, and I think they actually said, because they were able to finish the last episodes after the cancellation. Well, after the non-renewal, it's different than cancellation. Well, no, I guess they got forced into oblivion. Actually, it's even more different. Thrown in a corner is more appropriate, I suppose. But they said they they said it was a absolutely fine series finale as well. So they felt no need to go and do anything different. It serves as that as well. So therefore they're all good. It's very good to hear. But also open ended, because I mean I think even Voyage at the end is still open ended. You could do more with the show. So
yeah,
you know, no Trek show is really ever gone. Which is
well, we know the mission for the season is they got to go find.
Yeah, where do we end off?
They created that, like, was it a black hole or a wormhole?
Wormhole.
That they got to go through and explore, and hopefully we'll get the answers for what happened to Chakotay and his crew. So
yeah, there was that last scene when we see them all on Earth, and they show a second protostar in a big hangar, just a modern like aircraft hangar. Like, hey, look, it's coming next season, maybe. And there's that great scene where they because you know we said this a long time ago. And what we found interesting is that it's not just a time travel show, it's actually acknowledging the alternate universes of the show. Like 09 a little bit, but not like Picard and such, where they're like, oh no, it erases time and therefore that's the new timeline. It's like, no it doesn't. You branch off each other. So they said no, because the portal thingy went forward in time into the Chakotay timeline, not into the current timeline, because the time had been changed. So it was actually the way of getting him back. Because now it was an alternate universe. It was a time and universe split. Because it factored into him.
Ellie Littlechild is in the chat.
Hey!
July 1st, baby.
Yes.
Good to see you, Ellie. Nice that you could join us.
Are you doing everything in uniform? Because maybe you should.
Well, she loves Janeway. So.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do a drunk yards. We should bring on for a drunk yards. Every time we see Janeway, she drinks. Episode 1. And then he's gone. Well, how long has it been?
She'd be on the floor pretty quick.
She'd be on the floor.
We don't want to do that.
But then we give her a coffee, and it'd come back.
Yes. Drink then coffee. That's
and then staring at nebulas because you're so blacked out. You're visualizing nebulas.
Yeah.
Oh, should I make a fan film where someone finds physical coffee in a nebula?
No.
Coffee beans in a nebula. Maybe I should write so you find coffee in nebulas, the Foley. Ha!
You know, it'd be funny is if there's like a cargo ship that's hauling ground coffee and it gets destroyed, and when we come upon the wreckage, all you see is this like nebulous cloud of like ground coffee. That'd be hilarious.
It's a hydrogen nebula in it, and the reaction forms a bean, generates a water yeah.
There's not coffee in that nebula. That nebula is coffee, sir.
What a twist! It's not pulled away as coffee. It is coffee.
Sucked in the Bizarre collectors and just
poured it in the cup. Bassard ready coffee. It's warmed because of the orange Bassards. Oh god. Ellie, are you reviewing this with Sean? What's the? I mean, there is 2 of you, so I guess in theory you could like alternate, but that's 10 episodes to review. How are you guys doing it, and like, how much are you doing each? Because goodness, we can't do that because we're a duo.
Yeah. We
have to disagree sometimes.
Merlos has already seen it. Well, don't ruin it for anybody. Quiet you.
I'll throw in the coffee nebula. The decaf nebula, the decaf coffee nebula, you'll be like, oh no, I can't even be awake.
Is decaf coffee really even worth existing? I mean, it kind of defeats the purpose of having coffee. Unless you like the flavor of coffee, which, I mean, some people probably grow to like it. But it's one of those things.
Yeah, yeah. It's like heroin, you know. Why have heroin diet? Okay.
Dave and Laura are back. The U.S. says Juan Valdez has been hit. Yes, that'd be great. Juan Valdez, Colombian coffee. He's the guy on the donkey that picks all the coffee beans for Nabob, I believe.
Okay.
It's the old 80s commercial callback.
I was not alive.
Ellie says, I think we will split it between us, and we're both working out the logistics. Yeah. Well, as you can see by our poll, Ellie, we have options for our viewers to pick how we're going to do it. I think, even though the poll says otherwise, I think 2 to 3 episode bulks might be the best way to go.
Yeah,
But
we did a bigger poll with the whole channel, and we got about 300 votes on that, and that was the winner by slightly.
yeah.
Yeah, it's tricky because also it'd be nice to watch because that's a very easy watch, watching 3 in a row. The issue, of course, is that you'll never have the same pacing. As in, if there's any sort of twist, any sort of reveal, any sort of build-up, it'll be entirely lost in a threefer. Unless you happen to be lucky and catch it on the end of the to be continued. Any speculation will be gone, any guesswork will be gone, any what could happen. No, we know. So a lot of the stuff will be ruined is the wrong word, but massively reduced in impact.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very tricky.
Yeah.
So do vote. This is an important thing to...
Yeah. We got to keep in mind, too, that the end of July, depending on how we do it, end of July and beginning of August, we're going to be in Vegas. So we might have to skip a week. I don't know how we're going to do it necessarily, depending on how the timings work out. But
so we'll do a Prodigy. We'll actually take several weeks off in between.
yeah.
Oh, Vegas. Is that from Prodigy going to Vegas?
It's a good question that I do not have the answer to.
Google! We go to Google. I still have Sneak was using a picture from like 2014 as a header.
Yeah.
It's original press photo. Goodness.
Alexis says the actor who played Juan Valdez died a few years ago. What? He wasn't actually a coffee bean grower and picker. What? You shattered my reality. How dare you? Ellie says Vegas, baby. Are you going down to Vegas, Ellie? Is Sean going?
I think Sean's going.
That's cool.
That is cool. I just announced another set of people, but they're not got pictures on, so let's see.
I think Bonnie is.
I mean, she's right there. Oh, okay. Is it? Oh, okay. That's unhelpful. Cybok's going. Love to meet Cybok. He can take my pain of Prodigy being cancelled.
Yeah. John Noble came last year. Yeah, John Noble would be great to meet. Yes, we're both going. Ellie is going as well. Well, we'll see you there, Ellie. We'll have a Trek Culture, Trekyards hangout at some point, I'm sure.
I think I joked about this last time. Even though we live so close, we're going to travel 2,000 miles to meet each other. Totally makes sense. The scenic way. Totally easier.
Oh, says there are a few
going.
two-parters. What's that?
Detmer's going.
Who is?
Detmer.
Oh, okay. Emily Coots. Is that her name?
Yeah. Hey, good job.
Merla says there are a few two-parters. Yeah, it's going to be like season 1, I have a feeling. So there's not going to be many, but yeah.
I think there's 4. What I can recall. I don't know. I don't know if the last 2 is a 2-parter. I guess we're adding that into my logic, but I think there's 3 that I can vaguely recall. Oh, Kat Lindar's going. That's cool. Oh yeah, I forgot Webber's going for Gat's Quest.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I feel like I need to save. We haven't made any money, but save. There's so much money you could spend here. Dear me.
Now he's freaking out. Kate Mulgrew is going. Oh, sorry. Let me guess. You're going to get a picture with her.
Well, no, the question is how many costumes you can get pictures with her in. That is the real question. Because you can only assume you meet them once, because that's an important thing with fandom, is that, yeah, always good to assume only once. That's why when the Discovery cast got announced, well, when the UK convention flew in 3/4 of the Discovery cast from a weekend shoot on Friday, or from a shoot on Friday, shooting on Monday, they flew them in. They all were there, and it was ridiculous because, like, holy hell. So I was like, I don't really love Discovery, but I bought everyone because I thought, well, I mean, they all look like themselves. I didn't get Colberg because he was my least. And it was only season 1, so he also died. So he's only in 3 episodes and died.
But he'll be important later.
Maybe. But always season 2, but he had already died. No, season 2 they were filming season 2, I think. So I've got a really great picture of Sinead Kaur and Tyler Vock, and that's when they knew me, etc., which was great. Yeah. Yeah, Ellie, how many costumes? Oh, imagine if Ellie did, like, all the different hairs of Janeway and just like kept like somehow could do it in 5 minutes. So kept doing the cue again and again, but changed the hair same, and like Mulgrew was like, "That's my season 4 hair." Yep. What? 5? What? That would be.
There's
incredible.
only one Janeway hairstyle I like, but
Oh, Dan's going from Resurgence. Well, that's good. Dan Martin from Resurgence.
Not a band account says, but can Prodigy compare to the writing we got with Admiral Burnham?
Yes.
That's Sam's answered that question.
It might also exceed. Yes.
Nice. Yeah.
The head of makeup for Galaxy Quest is going.
Sweet.
How wonderfully random is that?
51 people here currently watching. Thank you so much, guys. Hit that like button. We have 38 likes. Let's get up to 50 likes if possible. Ellie, if you're still here, I want to see a like from you. Just saying.
Oh, yeah. Ellie, yeah. I know, I'm just... So you could probably do 1, maybe 1.5. Or you bring 7 wigs, 1 for each season. That would be a hell of a thing, though. Or if you had like the Hermione time turner. Because that break Mulgrew's mind. Because she'd get the... Yeah. Or for like a 7-day con, you could do it every day.
And Donnie says, great Wonderfest video cap. That's just the model one. The other one I'm having issues with. It'll be uploaded in a day or so. Don't you worry.
Yeah, so those that are going to Vegas, I say Wonderfest, that Vegas, and include you, how many uniforms are you bringing? What's your... Because you've now got more than you had last time.
I have no idea. Depends what'll fit in my luggage.
Yes.
So I don't want to pay extra for luggage. So
I'll certainly bring my Voyager because it's very good. So Ellie, we can get a Voyager selfie. Probably Prodigy, because I wish the Prodigy boys were going. I could get one with Terry and my Picard, but they all take changing. I mean, and you know my hair's long on style, Stuart. You know, I've got to keep swapping it. And you don't wake up looking this good. You know, it's a whole thing. But I would have different seasons of Trekyards hair. You could go back to season 1 of Trekyards and be like, damn that hair, and then season 5 Trekyards hair, and
yeah,
or your goatee length and your beard length, and you could do your season 1 look.
How long does it take to put on your human skin, Sam?
Longer than... Well, that's why I've been in it for so long, because it's so damn long to do.
Yeah.
Hydrothermian, it takes too long. I think you got broken.
That explains that smell every time you're around. Okay, gotcha.
Jesus.
Anyhow, go vote in the poll, guys. We have 50 votes.
Yes.
54 of you here. 50 votes is a good number, don't get me wrong. But we could use a few more because this is a decision we got to make in the next month. So, yeah.
Oh, but yeah. It's just so silly. We've never had the temptation of being able to watch all 20 in one go. And as I was alluding to earlier about the 2 or 3, to watch 3 in one go at 6 minutes is very bingeable. Like, that's not a long time to watch.
Yeah.
We could easily fit one of those in every day and not have an issue. You know, that's very tempting. And we know that, like season 1, it's in 4 sort of arcs. 20 episode arc, the 2 10s, the 4 5. So, in theory, you could watch 5 at a go, and that's the first arc. But again, there'd be no pacing. It'd just be, here's the full story. No suspension of disbelief. No, you know, just like, here it is. But also, you'd imagine they're also designed to be binged because, you know, well, I was about to say forevermore, it's always been binged, but of course, this is now the first show to be binged on day 1. So they had to, you have to design the show thinking it's going to get binged in the future because that's how it's always going to get binged. They just happen to be binged first.
Yeah. Ellie says she's got at least 6 different costumes. But are you going to get your picture with Janeway and Kate Mulgrew in each of those costumes? Are you going to pay for 6 different pictures?
Because I have one with Mulgrew from years ago when I looked like just about myself and she was slightly less expensive. But it's also queue time, you know? End up spending like an hour in the queue, potentially. But I will definitely get Jonathan Frakes auto fucking photo shoot. As you bloody know that story.
Yep.
I'm doing that.
Mark Lawrence, member for 51 months at the rank of Federation Council, says says, looking forward to getting great Trek once more. Prodigy has great stories and is respectful to what came before. Only Prodigy and Lower Decks does both. Yeah, Drunkyard's watch party.
Hard to do, but because you can't see it with us.
Unless we're on Discord.
Then you can see it with us.
So join the channel, be part of the Discord.
Also true.
Ellie says, I've been lucky enough to have seen 2 episodes of season 2, and I'm so excited to see the rest. Nice.
Fancy.
I don't know which one to wear for the photo op. There are too many.
I mean, classic Janeway. I mean, you know.
Any of them would be fine, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Just don't do future Janeway from Endgame, because I hate that uniform. Anyhow, do what makes you feel good. There you go. That's the answer.
But she'll probably be like, "Oh, hello." If you're in full classic Janeway red with the hair, she'll be like, "Oh." There's a lot of attention to detail to do it that well, you know.
Yeah.
It's like my favourite moments when I did with Peter Capaldi, who was the 12th Doctor. Yeah, 12th. I was in my full Paul McGann 8th Doctor. And he's actually a real Doctor Who fan. Like, he'd watched it when he was a kid and such. And I was in the queue and I went to next to him. He was like, Paul McGann, like the Doctor? I was like, yes. He's like, awesome. I was like, I was like, 4 Doctors ago for you. And it's like in one webisode, but he knew it. And that was really like, hey, thank you. They made a great picture. So that was nice.
Not a bad account. Gifted 1 Trekyards membership. So I'd like to welcome Gorgonzola86 to the channel. 1 free month of membership. And Mark Lawrence throws in $10 and says, and this is my first super chat from my new phone.
He christened it. What new phone is it, Mark? Yeah, we get to hang out with Mark for a while.
Yeah, Mark is fantastic. A week. We'll be hanging out with him for a week.
Oh, God. If he jumps on Drunkyards, we'll see what Mark in person... As in, you'll see what Mark is like in person doing Drunkyards. I feel like there should be hashtag Mark Drink.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
Because he's Mark Lawrence. You all know Mark Lawrence.
And we want to get the Federation Council drunk, because then we can change policy. Just say it.
That's true. Is that, yeah. Oh, dear. Because if he's there, he can make sweeping statements. I decree that you all are now lieutenants. Shit, he's president. It's true. Shit. Yeah.
Not a bad account. $2. Will Prodigy Season 2 have a darker, slower pace? On Section 31. I don't think it'll be darker. It's going to be more Starfleet-esque, because the kids are actually in Starfleet on a Starfleet vessel that has a Starfleet crew. It's not going to be just the kids on a stolen Starfleet vessel.
Yeah, it's not renegades anymore.
Yeah.
It's hello, fellow people who accidentally have... Well, their work placement, aren't they? If I recall. I mean, it should be darker in the sense of... In theory, with kids shows, you build them knowing if you grab your audience at 7, by the time you get to the end of your show, they'll be 9 or whatever, you know. So you actually want to grow with the audience. So, and also the characters are growing, and it's quite a dramatic show. So I would still, you know, they know who they are, they know what they're facing, and what they're facing is, you know, a time traveling race that want to destroy the Federation. It's quite a dark threat. It's not like a standard threat, right? So it would be darker, logically, especially as Gwen is going to go to the planet. I doubt thematically it's going to be like, hey guys, oh hey, I'm going to help you all. Great, let's help. Like, there won't be that light, airy, breezy tone to it. It's about how they balance that.
Yeah. So the poll currently winning is review the episodes weekly. You guys do realize that's 20 weeks, 4 months. That'll take us into October, with Lower Decks starting in September, right? I think the other poll did say the 2 to 3 episodes
by about 10%
right?
margin. We go,
yeah,
which is still pretty close. I mean, that's kind of the fact that so many of you want it weekly is lovely. That shows you won that, you know. So 200. So the other poll is 249 votes. We have 40% 2 or 3 in a row, 33% weekly. and the other ones aren't even worth speaking of. So that's really close.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, maybe we could do 2 in a row, make it a double bill each time.
Yeah, I think that's probably a safe bet.
Which would be the length of a Discovery episode, give or take.
Yeah.
And yes, Ellie, yes, the payoff. Yeah, and hope.
JC payoff. What's that? Jesus Christ, he hasn't come back yet. Maybe that'll be in probably season 2.
It's not Val and the Cat. It's not Janeway Crusher. Jack Crusher. Is he in season 2? What?
Oh,
that's a twist. Ellie, you spoiled the first 2 episodes.
What a twist!
What? Janeway Chakotay. There you go. That makes sense.
Yes. Matthew says, I'd go 2 to 3 episodes. That would equate to a single hour, 1 hour episode. Yeah, that's what I think we have planned as of right now.
It just
Again,
will
we got a month
ruin
to
lots of the
kinda think
pacing of
about
it. Because that's the thing, we'll be lucky sometimes and not lucky other times.
Yeah.
You know? It'll actually not be useful, as silly as I am. What if I emailed Aaron Waltke and said, hey, would you recommend a batch ordering so you know where the big twists are?
That's probably a good idea.
Because then you don't want to... Yeah.
I think, too, even if we do... Like, the first 2 are going to be 1 episode, essentially.
And then 3, 4, and 5 would be...
single episodes. Then if we get to one where it's like a single episode and then a part 1, we could just do 3 episodes for that.
I'll email Aaron. He'll have an idea where the big like cliffhanger, because we want a cliffhanger to like be right.
Yeah, depending on the story points, some might be very worthy of their own.
Yeah. Well,
part thing.
I think it's not often you can email the writer and say, hey, what do you think? But
I don't know if you can say necessarily, but
well, it'll all be out. It'll all be out on July 1st yet.
That's true.
I mean, it's all gonna be out. So spoilers end on
Out of band account, $2. Will we find out why Chakotay and Seven broke up?
Possibly. I mean, yeah. Well, Seven had a Starfleet non-acceptance and then rogueness, so I'd assume that. You know, whereas Chakotay went full Starfleet after they kind of had actually, you'd assume Chakotay might retire and Seven might go full Starfleet, but they did the opposite, I guess. Yeah, and it is interesting. I know Ellie's a big proponent of the love connection, but you know, both are still single at this point. You know, I remember reading at one point that they read the synopsis or the basic script for the one where they go on the planet together and thought they were playing that as if they could have end up together. So that was it certainly reads as like, oh, actually they could have a relationship, but also they're stuck together on a planet alone. You might as well, right? I mean, you know,
I loved that episode too.
You what?
I loved that episode.
Yeah. So simple, but so well done.
Yeah.
Doesn't he make a boat?
Makes her a tub.
Makes her a tub, that's what it is. So she can bathe and he can't look.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not fair.
Well, give it a decade and they'll be just nudists. Long time on that planet. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to go into that heavily because it seems like an odd plot point to give a kids show based on a show from the 90s about a love connection with a character we've not even really met yet. But also, are they making it for us or for random people? Don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ellie, it wasn't great. But
Still, I like the episode.
Yeah.
A softie.
It's a very Seven characterful episode. Like the fact she's trying is so like wow, you know. It's like the Doctor falling in love with Seven. It's like, wow, that's a character growth. Even if unrequited, it's like, wow, that's a thing.
Yeah. Not a band account, $2. Can we hope for more LGBT representation? Probably.
Sure.
Yeah.
Don't know. I mean, you don't want the kids necessarily have that because they're all young, but and one's a slug and one's a robot. And
no, there's no robot. That's a real being.
True. Sorry.
Be quiet. You
gas
don't even know what you're talking about.
Sorry. One's a gas cloud, one's a slug. Okay. X slug. He's now.
Pretty sure the Medusans don't have a gender at all. So
the gender is don't look at me, I'll kill you.
Yeah. Anywho.
Yeah. Yeah. 20 episodes. That by itself is a tremendously rare thing And we know, having done this before, it's shocking how much story they packed into like 20 minutes versus Discovery's 40 to 60. And often Stranger Worlds, but that's better at it, obviously. So the fact that 20, it's not a case of 20, they're really 10 split up episodes. No, that's 20 full stories with a couple of bigger ones. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Just by itself.
I wonder how Gwendala's going to tie into it, because she went off to be an ambassador for Solaris.
Solaris?
Isn't that the name of her planet?
Ooh.
Solus.
Solum.
Sol.
Think Gollum, but...
Gotcha.
Yeah, well, and that was a bold choice, because obviously then you're wondering when are they going to reunite in her really cool Picard flashback uniform-ish with a bit all purple and the... Yeah.
Yeah, I need to go back and watch season 1 again. And so do you all. Before season 2 comes out.
Yeah, I didn't even consider that. I know the season pretty well.
Yeah.
But I would certainly probably watch the last 5 again.
Bye, Ellie. Thanks for stopping by.
Good night, maybe. Unless you live in American like we do. I mean, you are in American time zone.
Dave Moon, though. Can you do 2 live episode reviews a week? No, we cannot. That'll give us a few days of anticipation and not spoil the pacing too much. It'll be hard to not binge them, though.
If you guys were super chatting your support constantly, yes. But if you're not, then we can't sacrifice 2 of our days of work for that. Because we also have to pay our rents, etc. So, this is our job, guys. Balancing job and fun.
That's why super chats are amazing and help out immensely.
But certainly we'll do some detailed content on the A, Voyager A. That'll be.
Oh yes.
That'll be big. Although as we saw in the, it's not really trailers. Wait, did it? Yeah, there's never been a trailer.
No, there's been like a clip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even thought of that. There's no trailer. Huh. Skipping that step. I guess people are excited because it's the new Trek show. Yeah.
The French ruined everything.
Jesus.
Anyway.
What? What?
Oh, the French. They've seen it all. They should make
Oh! Sorry.
They didn't.
That makes more sense.
Trek or not, it'd be funny if the lizard babies had rapid intelligence development and went looking for Janeway in Paris. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Season 3,
left
baby.
us on a planet. They could be like the biggest adversary. Be like, you bastards.
I mean, they're meant to be the ultimate evolution of humans, so...
That's just silly.
Well, you know, it is kind of cute to think the evolution of life just kind of goes full circle. We're now hyper-advanced. Although, given that Murph is an advanced life form, starts off as a slug.
Yeah, slime worm.
Nothing to say those things aren't just the first form. Actually, that makes too much sense. I hadn't thought it before. Yeah, get over yourselves, guys. It makes total sense.
Yes.
Yes.
In a mini lizard-sized starship. Oh, that'd be hilarious.
But I'm certainly slightly lamenting the fact that we can't enjoy it the way the Great Quarrel intended. You know, weekly. Because I bet they would have slightly changed the editing, especially had they known it was going to be bulk. Because that means some payoffs are just not going to work. You're going to breeze through them. You're just not even going to think about it. And obviously, like when you watch Stargate, you watched it and you forgot where the lines are between the episodes because
yes, for a few of them, yeah. I was tired or not paying attention enough sometimes, and
Or what season is that in? Whereas I watched over 10 years weekly.
Exactly.
So I have very strong connection to each episode. It was an event to watch each one. So I'm guaranteeing that we'll have a lot less future memory of this season because we didn't get to experience it organically.
Yes.
But oh, it's such a But the important thing is, what will you guys tune in for? Because that is the important thing.
We have 49 likes. One more like to get to 50 would be amazing. 66 people have voted, which is awesome. But yeah, chime in on that if you haven't already on the poll. Aaron Waltke is here. Wow, it's just Celebrity Wednesday. We have a lot of two-parters, so it probably lends itself to a proper binge, to be honest.
It's just saying I was going to email you about this.
Yeah, how we should break it up. Go vote in the poll. Let us know.
Yeah, Aaron, vote in a poll about your show that you spent a year making. Yeah, Aaron, how does that feel, making a show for like 2 years and it coming out in one day? Like, how many... Like, if you add everyone's man hours together... Or you don't do that, that'd be horrific. But, like... Well, like... 200,000 man hours. One day. That's wild to think about the amount of effort that went into that. I saw a little article the other day that said... They made a show for Netflix, obviously, a few years ago when binging became the thing. And they're like, we made it, we blood, sweat, and tears. It came out, and then we got the phone call from Netflix saying, we want, when can we make season 2? And they're like, we just... And they couldn't, because they didn't have the will to start the next season. And also they wanted, I mean, great, they had jobs, I guess, straight away. But it's like, holy hell. Ugh. You meant to give them time and space and breath and
Well, Aaron says, I'm grateful people will finally see what we've done. Oh, absolutely.
That's what we fought for.
Yeah.
You can see that thing that I talked to you about. Remember that thing that you defended? They'll see that.
Are you talking to me or Aaron?
Aaron. I had one thing I talked to him about. And he defended it super well. That's funny. That's funny. Aaron, do you remember what that was? Because I don't do.
Aaron says, we reference every single Star Trek show and movie ever made in this season. Ooh.
Yeah. That's exciting.
I love hearing that. That's awesome.
Yeah, because Discovery was very much Enterprise.
Hold on. To everyone, even very short treks?
Well, that didn't exist when they were writing it, so they couldn't have.
Okay.
Yeah. He referenced his own very short treks in his own very normal-sized Prodigy. Goodness. But Aaron... Oh.
Go ahead.
Well, Aaron, the big thing, of course, is that... And guys, react to this, because Aaron is watching. If the numbers are tremendous, this then surely means that Netflix is more likely to want to commission Season 3. And this is the only truly good thing about this news, for me, personally, is that if the numbers are excellent, then Netflix can say, great, let's get it renewed. We don't have to wait 20 weeks for renewal. They'll know the answer. They can commission it. They can get started as soon as they're all free to work on it again, versus waiting, as you said with us, until the new year, and then we're not getting a project until 2026 or 7. So this does speed up by, in theory, 20 weeks. Yeah. That's the one thing I take from this.
Chase Williams, hashtag save lower decks. Yes,
I did my bit with the film. I did my bit. Stuart's in it.
Sergeant.
He's a Ferengi.
Yes. Sergeant Montgomery, $5. Time is money is definitely a rule of acquisition. I do appreciate Trekyards. Thank you for all the content and the cool interaction with creators. Well, thank you. You know how many times over the weekend I heard, keep doing what you're doing, love your stuff, during the course of Wonderfest? Like, literally on Saturday, it was like every 5 minutes I was being stopped and talked to by somebody. It was amazing.
We haven't had that in a while, because we haven't done conventions in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, that we have to get used to that again at Vegas, because that's going to be a thing again at Vegas. Oh, excellent. That's nice. You have no idea who's watching after the fact, oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And I should have some new viewers on here, because they said they'd be tuning in. Because one guy talked to me for over an hour and a half outside while we're having a drink about Trekyards and how excited he was to hear about the show. And Subscribe to both channels. My personal channel and Trekyards, like on the spot on his phone. So I'll be checking this out. So yeah.
And Aaron's official reply is to my big old spiels. Indeed, the data will come in immediately for the month.
Nice. So the key is, guys, watch all the episodes within 28 days of it dropping. That really helps out to get maybe more Prodigy.
And
shows Netflix it's a winner.
And what's kind of funny is that they know the discovery numbers they got from a few years ago, so they would have seen the fall off. So imagine if because of the I mean, no offense to Lower Decks, but the hype and interest in Lower Decks was so much smaller than Prodigy. The difference was absolutely insane. So if imagine if we get the same number of views as like Discovery, middle of its prime, as being a live action show, to Netflix would be like, oh, okay, that's pretty good. You know, if it beats Discovery in their own personal rankings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other thing I want to say is in the lead up to July 1st, go watch Prodigy again on Netflix. Have those season 1 numbers start going up. Have them notice that.
True.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
And Chase says, Chase says the highlight of my Wonderfest for me was hanging out with the captain. You and the commander need to come to St. Nashville, September 3rd. Yeah, we're not going to do that. But yes, it was great to finally meet you, Chase. It was amazing.
I mean, this is what everyone always says. Who are personalities? If they invite us and cover our travel, we'll be there.
Yes.
Because we can't afford, 2 months our income to go to a convention.
Yeah, we can't shell out of pocket for that kind of stuff all the time. So.
But if you can get them to invite us, we had a tremendous Denver because they invited us and it was absolutely phenomenal. So one of our best trips ever.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Our only trips ever, in fairness, but
2016, I think.
Probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, this is definitely exciting in the sense it messes us up. But Netflix wants the views. They want to see what they get. They want to see the reaction. And if it's popping, or if it's not popping, then they can tell the creators, sorry, no more. And everyone can kind of say, right,
Chase is saying, well, get me a price. Well, there you go. We'll figure out the cost to get there.
Well, like £1,000 for me, travel. So I always default to £1,000 in flights because that's what ends up what it's, if you add everything together.
Yeah, and then the hotel stay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why we don't travel. Well, I mean, you can travel a lot easier than I can, but it's still annoying.
I could probably drive down, and then we could have a vehicle while we're down there to check stuff out. So I think I could raise the money to get the captain and the commander to Star Trek Murfreesboro. Well, there you go. That's your job now, Chase. Make it so.
What is this convention? Murfreesboro? What is this convention?
September 13th and 15th.
Star Trek. Oh, it's creation. Oh, okay. It's Vegas is doing that, and then that. Check out full guest list. There's Kemi from Picard. Paul Stamets. It's a lot of the same people as Vegas, actually. I guess that's just their circuit. But Toy Newson's going. Terry's going. I'd like to meet Beckett a lot. Have a conversation.
Is Terry going to Vegas?
Terry's going to Vegas.
Oh, sweet. I want to get to meet him in person.
Yes. If he's not always swamped by people, but we'll be plomping him. But, we also spent hundreds of hours talking about his show, so. Because we did.
Aaron's like, Murph Espero should be the theme. Yes. Focus on Murph. The Murph in your name. Yes.
Aaron, you should go to Vegas. Just come see us and get the Hagemans.
Well,
hashtag.
Sylvie and I are likely going to LA in the fall again, so we'll meet up with Aaron regardless. But you should come to Vegas, Aaron.
Me to Vegas. You fancy pants. Maybe I'll just phone you one day. Maybe one day I'll just phone you from Aaron's house in LA. It's like, hey Stuart! What? I'm at Aaron's house. Who's Aaron? Walkie. It's like, wait, you're in LA? Yeah! Hi. Like, what? What? But then I'll be like, aha, Sylvia booked you a plane tomorrow. You're meeting me here, and you're like, oh, for fuck's sake. I don't like this. This is not a good play, Sam. This is not a good choice. You would love me and hate me in such equal measures. That'd be great.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of like I do every day.
Yeah,
Mark
but
Lawrence.
worse.
Vegas, Vegas, Vegas.
Yes. Imagine getting Aaron on Drunkyards.
Oh no, he's a family man. I wouldn't want to do that to him.
No, we could do a drunk watching Prodigy. We're not done, but imagine we're doing a drunk Prodigy rewatch with Aaron.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Maybe it's in the cards in the future.
Yes. Yeah.
So we need 2 plane tickets in your rooms, right? Yeah, so I can see how far the drive is, because if I can drive, then have a vehicle while I'm there, that'd be awesome.
What? Aaron, read it, Stuart.
Proud to announce as an exclusive that I will indeed be attending STLV this year for a few panels. Oh my god, that's amazing. We'll have to meet up.
Ha.
I mean, we can't not meet up at that point.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty close. Now, Hageman's maybe going? Oh, that's a double exclusive, but I really like to give them a hug. And you. Well, I've already hugged you. What a bit. We all hugged Aaron, haven't we? in this chat. Oh. I want to meet your wife as well. Seems lovely from all the pictures. Excellent. Glad to hear it, Aaron. That's very nice. It's the mecca of... Hey, I can get a picture of you and me in Prodigy uniform. Oh, I could bring a Prodigy uniform for you to put on, Aaron. Aaron, come to our room and put on a Prodigy uniform. it's
That's worse than me handing Anthony Rapp my room key.
Is it? Imagine, okay. This is never going to happen, Stuart, but imagine if we hide out a room...
I'm imagining.
...to Drunkyards watch-along with the Hagemans and Aaron and us, all 5 in Prodigy uniform. How mad would that be?
That'd be pretty crazy.
They'd be so confused by it. It's like, what are we doing with our lives? Oh, love it.
That would be a 10-hour and 2-minute drive for me.
Oh. Sorry, that's easy for you.
That's starting to push it a little bit for me. But
You also need to sleep, right?
yeah, so I'd need a plane ticket. That's what I'm saying.
Dear. Oh wait, September? Oh, it's Marie's birthday on the 10th. It's her 30th birthday. Yeah, sorry, booked. She'd be megally pissed.
I'll come. If it's paid for, I'll come. Just saying. Anyway, regardless, off track.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'd say in the next month or so, in the lead up to season 2 of Prodigy, go on Netflix, guys, and watch Prodigy season 1 again. That'll bump those numbers.
And if you're going on holiday, just leave it running.
That's cheating.
Season 3. Look, if Low Deck's got 3, we should get 3 of Prodigy. Because that also means like 100 episodes. If they commission the same length.
Well, that'll be 60 episodes, but that's close to 100, I guess. 20 episodes a season.
No,
3
5
seasons. 60.
20 per season.
You said 3 seasons.
Yeah, 3 seasons more. To 5 seasons. The same as Low Decks,
gotcha.
I mean.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I was matching it. Sorry. I did math in my head. It would be super interesting, though, Aaron, if you're here. Now the show will have aired fully, how the reaction to the show and the characters will change how you'd write a season 3. Especially now Picard exists in its entirety. There's no, like... Because when you're writing it, all the shows are currently, you know, in development, in production, but a lot less was out. So, yeah, it'd be interesting how you would address it now, how you approach it differently. Like if you do more action or more canon or less of this or more of this.
Yeah. I don't know. I want a season 3. That's all I can
I
say.
need a season 3.
Oh, you need it?
I do.
So now it's a prerogative that we have to get season 3, otherwise Sam will die. It's been confirmed.
Well, no.
He's a shot at Prodigy.
But at the very least, Stuart, I need a episode of Prodigy every 2 weeks to watch and enjoy new. I need it. Do you need that, Stuart? Every 2 weeks? New Prodigy content?
Yes.
I need it. Aaron, do you need that? I need it. Every 2 weeks.
Prodigy. Prodigy.
And there might be a reckoning if that happens. That dude Vince, my friend owns a comic book shop in Vegas. If you make it there, I'm sure he'd love a visit. I think Stuart follows him on Twitter. Ooh, what's the comic shop called? Let's Google it. I mean, hey, if we walk in and he knows who we are, that's worth a visit. More for him than for us, I think. But not that sounded very arrogant, didn't it? But like, we don't go abroad very often, so we're both there. We're always together. Via the internet. Yeah, let us know what it's called.
Aaron says we all need Prodigy episodes forever. Yes. See, I love that thinking.
Oh,
as long as you're pushing for it, I'm happy.
What a great answer. Oh, that's great. I love that. That's good.
And Dan, of course, comes in to pour water on everybody and make it miserable. Many Star Trek fans wouldn't watch it because it was marketed towards kids. Who gives a shit? It's a fantastic show.
And also wouldn't past tense. Right? It's now no longer marketed as kids. It's now just the show got cancelled. Like it's like who knows it's a kid show now. Okay, the Sci-Fi Center, Las Vegas. Let's have a look at the store.
We're gonna be there for a week, a few days prior and a day afterwards, so we're gonna have time to go around and look at these things. Mark will of course be there, be our chauffeur and
our shepherd through the madness.
We will be. There's one or two stores I do want to check out, like toy stores and stuff. So, yeah. We'll add it to the list.
I mean, email trekyards@hotmail.com and we can get back to you, because I assume you'd want to be there to meet us as well. You know. We can sign some Trekyards merch if they have Trekyards merch.
Yes. Our Trekyards comic book. Actually, there is a Trekyards comic book, the Audacity comic. We're in it anyway. There should be a Trekyards comic book. Aaron, I'm going to commission you to write a Trekyards comic book. Could you write for a comic book?
I'm sure he has before.
It's fairly similar. Aaron says also Master Replicas is releasing a Murph in July.
Oh yes, I think they're doing a re-release of the Comic-Con-y one.
But what I really want is a Protostar. Where's that? Where's the Playmates one?
Yeah. It's amazing how you appreciate the Protostar more when you do lots and lots of stuff with it.
I don't even have to do lots of stuff with it. The first time I saw it, I loved the ship. It's a cool design.
It's just the nacelles are so JJ, but you sort of forget about it when you're making it do fancy things. But it's also it's just so zippy. Like it's just not unlike anything you've ever used before. It just zips, and it zads and it wangles and it's such a stupid detail, but I love the way that when the Protostar is slightly more zoomed in and it goes either up or down, and the purple of the deflector gets lost under the rim of the saucer, and you see a little line of light come in and out. It's a really nice little effect. It's really subtle. You have to be an animator to do that, but I really like that as a thing.
Toys is a good keyword, Captain. Go check your emails. Sent you something a few weeks. Did you really?
All right. Do you see internet data now? Peoples of the internets. I think OBS crashed.
Yes, now we're back. So anyway, I don't know if you heard, but Aaron is leaving. He's got to do some writing on a secret project. He'll talk to us later. So see you later, Aaron.
Yes, I said see you later too. That was not a very strong summary of OBS.
Yes, Chase, feel free to give me a message. Shoot me a message later. Now we're back. Good. I'm glad we're back.
Yeah, no, but I'm excited. But I'm so used to reviewing things with you in a very specific way. It seems odd to watch anything for pleasure in Trek. It's like I can't just. But also, it allows such weight to be given to the episodes that watching it as a fan, you're like, oh, nice. Whereas you and me get to really dissect it, think about it, explore it, really appreciate it in ways that most people don't. That's been special to me. So the idea of just having all of them. I mean, gosh, how many can you watch in a day? You can definitely watch well, 9 a day, 3 hours, not even think about it. Like, 3 hours is fine.
So Ray Rix's email was for you specifically.
Oh.
I'm looking to get a decent quality uniform for Las Vegas, which is not something I've really bothered with before. Thought Sam might have some suggestions for good suppliers in the UK. Otherwise, I can take potluck on Etsy.
Yep, I will help you out on that. There's plenty of time, so that's excellent. Yes. Good! We can be uniform matching.
And Olivia throws in $5. Oh my god, it's Captain. I missed you. Oh, thanks. And I missed you too, Olivia.
With every assassin you sent.
Every bullet so far, yeah.
No, it's Olivia, so I thought I wanted to go one further. You know.
No.
Because you really want to take Olivia down. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, would you do you miss in this? I guess we've never had, because you would have been 2008 the last time you watched Trek without in a review mindset. Enterprise was the last time because we watched Discovery together. That was our thing.
Yeah.
So I mean, do you miss being able to watch it without any of that deeper thing, or are you so like in it that like you wouldn't want to watch it without that now?
I don't know. I'd like to just watch enjoyment.
Okay.
I don't know.
I like the discussion personally, but
I do too. Every time I watch any Star Trek thing now, I think, what points would we discuss? It's funny because, like I said, me and Sylvia are rewatching DS9, so there's a lot of that kind of going on.
Mm-hmm. It's probably more watertight, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Although the Bajoran's quite as annoying in the first few seasons.
No, not like I remember. Except for the circle, they can piss off. But Olivia Julius, $2, and I missed your pug most of all. Oh. Well, Lola's down here. Precious is upstairs. Yeah, I can't wait to start reviewing DS9 with you, though. Got to finish TNG first. We'll eventually get there. Trekyards will be around for another 10 years. Oh, by the way, yeah. My birthday was the kickoff of the 10-year anniversary of Trekyards. The official kickoff is going to be in Vegas, though, I think.
Yes.
We'll have some really good stuff for the last half of the year.
Probably have to make some celebration prints. We got things. And if you guys remember, we teased it a little bit ago. Get ready on the Discord. I mean, all of you are on the Discord. There'll be a thing happening very, very soon, which will help us get to Vegas to meet you fine, tremendous people. But yeah, we should definitely do some 10-year anniversary collectible things.
Mm-hmm.
And that'd be nice. We'll have to do some like, or even, live, do a live and say, right, this live we're doing posters and signing them. So, get a poster here live. We can personalize it to you. Something like, this is our anniversary poster. Do you want it? And we'll put it in a tube right now. Do you want to? It'd be kind of cool.
That'd be kind of cool. Matthew asks, are y'all done with your historical reviews of all the ships and tech? I realize you've done most of them, but I was curious if y'all are mastering any. We're never done. Yes, a lot of them require revisits or redos because more information's come out, or we just didn't do it well enough back in the day, so we feel like we need to improve it. So, yeah, all that stuff's on the table for being redone. Absolutely. It's just the way it is.
I mean, just the very simple fact of we were at 720p for the first couple of years because of render time, all the many things. New Trek keeps us busy, but of course that is screeching to a halt. So that'll be logical. I very much enjoyed doing random game ships that you might not have even seen HD for 2 decades. That was very refreshing. I loved when I spent, I think it was a week solid just going through lots of comics and just finding random things. Really interesting. I really enjoyed that batch. Like, this is just like I've never seen before. It's licensed, it's real, it's weird. Really, really interesting. So, we all know about the big ships, but personally I find the small stuff that I don't seem for interesting because I've seen I've seen so many ships. But obviously, yes, at some point we'll go back and do probably every Legacy one again because we can do it sleeker, better, sounds better, you know, just better, right?
I mean, it doesn't look better because we're getting more hideous as we age, I assume.
We will get smaller in the frames, therefore equal out.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I go back and watch the first couple seasons of Trekyards, or the first videos, and I'm like, what was going on with me? I think I look better now than I did back then. But hey. Olivia, $2. I want Sam's scant pinup poster. Gross. Sorry, I leaked that you have that, Sam. And yes, there is more to add on the Enterprise D for sure, absolutely. And then Dan says videos on ships from video games and comics was great. Yeah. There's so many ships out there that we haven't looked at yet. So don't worry.
But we have done hundreds. You know,
yeah, we've done more than 10 for sure.
I mean, we've definitely done, if you look at the percentage of famous ones, we've probably done 90% of the most famous ones, if not more. Because there is only so many, right? They didn't keep inventing them in whole cloth, especially from the actual shows, games and comics. But we've definitely done, if you look at purely licensed things, not fan stuff, we've probably done 60% of all Trek ships licensed, if not more.
Oh yeah, I would say more than
probably
that,
more. Yeah, like just the nature of doing this many, and that's great. 10 years, right?
Trekkernaut wants to see Sam versus Stewart Elite Force multiplayer battle. I want to see that too. That'd be fun. And we have 89 votes in our poll, which is great. If you haven't voted yet, go put in your 2 cents. And speaking of 2 cents, if you want to super chat, feel free. But we also have 63 likes and 43 of you here, which is awesome. So hit that like button if you haven't already. Let's get those likes up a bit. But Dan says he liked the concept art ship videos also. Yes, the concept art opens up a whole new thing.
But again, we've done most of that because I was pretty
yeah.
precise. There is only so much, and in fact, the further you go forward, like some designs we only did one. Here's the one alternate for this ship, because of course now Johnny did several. He was very weird like that. But you know, we weekly, 10 years, 50. How many weeks in a year? Is it 52? 52. Yeah, that's right. So that's 520 ship or tech things. So there's going to be at least 400 ships in there.
And yes, Dan, the Defiant had many concepts. We've covered, I think, all of those.
We've done at least 4.
Yeah.
So a lot of them, yeah. And they were great. But guys, we're gonna go until the half hour, so we'd love to get 3 or 4 more super chats. Would be great to round us out here, to show the love for Prodigy and are doing Prodigy content, because that's a big thing, because we want to for sure.
More or less than certifiably in game. I have no idea how many certifiably in game has done, and I don't think he does weekly content, so probably way more.
Well, not weekly ships either.
Yeah,
because they do way more varied stuff. Well, we do varied stuff now, but at the time, yeah, I mean way more. I mean 10 years.
All right. Hit the like button, vote in the poll, do the things. I assume all 43 of you here have already hit the like button and voted, so thank you. But now it's 44 of you, so somebody just joined. Hit the like button and vote in the poll. Olivia throws in another $5. Ooh. I can't wait for the AI storytelling and verses to come back.
Yeah, they were fun.
Verses. Oh, the Trek verse. The Trek verses.
They were fun.
They were fun.
A good time had.
That dude Vince, certifiably in game, is kind of crazy with his vids. From what I've seen, watched you guys way more, to be honest.
We do try. No, Dan, I think they're just gonna drop it in. Yeah, let the excitement in general take it through.
I would love to see a season trailer, though.
It would be interesting.
I really would.
Yeah.
With a month to go, they might, but I'm sort of doubting it.
It would make sense, but they would have launched it with a trailer. Would have made more sense. Because if they just dropped a trailer, like, oh my god! And then we'd be doing a video on that, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Which would be nice. We could do a live on that.
That dude Vince, I used to be in a guild with resurrected starships and think it's cool you guys had him on. He's a cool guy. He does some good work. But
Matthew, you should do an AI ship battles and mock up ships CGI battle based on AI. Do you know how long that would take for me?
Yeah.
Like several days. I mean, if you want to put in a $500 super chat for that, maybe, but I can't do days of work for $1. Sorry. I'm past that now. Can't do it anymore. Lots of things would be... If we had like 5,000 a month on Patreon, we could do a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Just for the fun of it. But we can't do that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We do enough cool stuff for what we get.
Matthew says that's why he suggested it. Oh, so you're going to pay $500 to have a pilot episode of the show commissioned?
Sure.
Wouldn't be a live show. That'd be an edited show, but yeah.
And it wouldn't be super chat. That'd be via PayPal, as they'd lose 30%, which would be horrible. Yeah, thanks, YouTube. We have 91 votes on the poll now. We might as well close that out. So 91 or 92 votes. So the winner is people want us to do weekly content for Prodigy Season 2 with 49%. 2 to 3 episode bulk is 38% in second place. And then 10 episode bulk and all in bulk is 8 and 5 respectively. So, well, we will continue to have a poll up on our Discord and talk to people and see what the best way to do it is. But we're thinking right now it's probably 2 to 3 episode bulks. So I definitely think I might email Aaron and say what he recommends, because he knows the actual arc structure, so we could avoid landmines. And he might say, yeah, just watch these 4 in a row. It's like, okay. And then wait at this point, and then at least we would experience the big thematic beats. Because it'd be sad if we like skipped through something and then, like, you know what I mean? It might feel like a letdown to have the post thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Dan says Retro Badger Gaming does starship battles using mods for Star Trek Bridge Commander. Yes, Retro Badger does some amazing videos. I love them. They're very fun.
Yeah, those are. I mean, we tried that also once in concept, but it's tricky because, of course, their mods aren't programmed to be accurate, quote unquote. They're just sort of whatever some guy did, which is fine. But like doing it realistically, like if we could also program in what the stats were, then I'd be more inclined to.
There are ways to do that. You need to.
There are, but then again, the time it takes to do it is a lot more than.
And no, Christopher, it's not going to be split into parts like season 1 was. All 20 episodes are going to be dropped on the first, so you'll see them all.
Yeah, indeed.
So can we get a few super chats to close out? We got about 6 more minutes. If you have anything else to say about Prodigy or anything, a couple more dollars would be amazing. A couple more $5 super chats would be cool. It all helps out in the long run, and we really appreciate it. So,
yeah,
2 more likes if I can. I want to get to 75. It's a good number for likes.
It is. Yeah.
Just drop. Oh, go ahead.
Well, at least it's coming. We did save it.
Mm-hmm.
It is coming. It's coming soon. Took him 6 months, but we used the 6 months. And yeah, the point is, whenever there is stuff to celebrate Prodigy, you need to celebrate it and make sure it gets seen and noticed, because to get more of this great show, we have to support it and do more with it.
Yeah.
So.
And everybody right now that's here in the chat, just regular chat, or if you want a super chat, that's even better. But let us know in 1 or 2 words what you like, what you're looking forward to most for season 2. If it's a character, if you're looking forward to the story, if you're looking forward to the ships, drop it in the chat so we can kind of get a vibe for what you guys are looking forward to. Who's your favorite character? Something like that. Be interesting. That dude Vince, the Doctor. Hell yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to see Picardo back.
Yeah.
We've been saying he should come back to like even Discovery. He could have showed up in Discovery. Yeah, he's great.
has so much potential because he's also just an overall great character. He's not just a doctor anymore. He's everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Doctor again from Christopher Luke.
Yeah.
If the name Joe stuck.
Yeah.
Dr. Joe. Joe the Doctor.
And Stuart, do you want to let people know our vague plans for next week in terms of content?
Mondays are live for the finale Discovery. Probably doing a ranked tier list of Discovery characters. That's all I know.
I think that'd be fun and silly. I think you guys might have controversial opinions. Who's the best Discovery character? Is it bridge officer with head of robot? Or is it bridge officer with head that is alien? Vote now! Wow, it is Ginger on bridge in season 4. They have won the best character of Discovery as voted by you guys and Super Chats. Gosh. People have spoken.
So tune in next week. Make sure you click the notification bell icon, do all the things, subscribe, all that jazz, you know.
Please do.
So let's see. Dave Moon says, I wonder what happened to Chakotay. That's what he wants to find out. Donut Eater says it's between Gwen's interactions with her people and all the great legacy characters and callbacks. That's what I'm looking forward to, is who else can they bring in and what can they do in that regard. So, as Aaron said, everything of Star Trek, even the movies that have ever been made or referenced this season. So that's a lot to jam into a season.
Yeah, and I'm definitely interested in how they make it all make sense. How they balance the youthful aspect with the hard canon of having Janeway, Doctor, time travel. Like, it's such a mixture of vibes. It's not just like we're going exploring or we need to escape Starfleet. It's such a narrative thing that the idea of what they're going to do is very intriguing to me.
Ray Ricks, £2. They must pay homage to the great koala.
Well, Aaron said lower decks in theory as well, so, the koala might rear its amazing and not at all ugly head.
Or they might see the Black Mountain this season. I don't know. It's important. Badgie shows up. Messes with the Doctor's programming.
Hi, I'm the Doctor. Can I teach you a lesson? Oh, sorry, Admiral. Sorry. Something happened.
Steals Voyager A, kicks everybody off the ship. That'd be funny.
Goodness. Right, well, thank you, everybody. And they'll see you later, I believe, if you want to re-pitch that. Yeah, tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to do a first reaction to the finale of Discovery. So tune in for that and hang out with me. And I know you do have thoughts. I do have thoughts. I got thoughts in my thinker. You as a smart person, you have the thoughts. I'm smart. And now you will make us go out this live. All right. So until next time, guys. He's Commander Cockings. He's got a Foley. See you guys later. Bye, guys.